Hey guys, it's Riker. Today I am on officially 2 weeks and 2 days on testosterone. So I'm going to be kind of discussing the side effects, my experience with it overall, and just some random little tips and tricks that I've found helpful since I've noticed and just some tips and tricks regarding like the changes in my body and the things I experienced in my first 2 weeks and just some random things that I don't think are talked about enough. So let's jump right into it. Found myself more attractive. I'm not sure if this is just me being like, ooh, I'm on testosterone now kind of thing. And I also I've just overall felt better about existence. I'm not sure if this is a common thing, but since I was struggling a lot with my mental health, this actually gave me some will to live, if you will. So it's actually pretty chill. The main things I noticed in the first week and first 2 weeks, your skin gets oily and your hair gets greasier. And it's annoying, but it happens. And I've definitely noticed more acne. You cannot see it right now, my face is pretty clear, but I've just started to progressively notice more whiteheads and stuff like that just appearing, so, which is all fine and dandy. It does not bother me a lot. So, and a lot of I've noticed growing pains. This is one thing that surprised me the most on testosterone. The growing pains you get in your voice box is insane. I'm just ugh! Sometimes, because it's just I'm not expecting it to hurt. My voice has definitely dropped in this 2 weeks, but I'm ow. So yeah, be aware of that, because sometimes those will come out of nowhere and just be like, you are choking now. It's not actual choking, it's just sore and kind of uncomfy. So I'm just being a little bit dramatic. So alrighty, this is for educational purposes only. So I'm using water just for example's sake. I have it. This would be the amount I'd be taking, and this is just the needle they use to draw up the testosterone, because the needle that they have that you inject with is really small, and because of how thick the testosterone is, they use a bigger needle, so it's easier to draw up and it's better to manage the backflow. So then they put on the small needle and they flick this back, they pop the cap off, and the needle itself is pretty small. It doesn't hurt. If you can see that there's a little bevel on the needle, it's kind of hard to tell, but that bevel faces upwards, and when you inject into your arm, it slides in real nicely, and it just works out quite well. And then, say, I'll just grab my water bottle, you slowly inject into your arm, or whatever muscle you're doing. Then you let it sit for a minute just to make sure it's all in there. And then, when you are done with that, you gotta close the cap in a safe manner. So I'm just gonna use the lid of my water bottle, and they have the safety cap, and it just goes tuck, and there you go. And then you properly dispose of this. You can, a lot of people will just get rid of the entire syringe. I'm just keeping this one handy, that way I can practice the motion of the injection without the needle, or without putting anything into my body. So, but yeah, so figured I'd show that for good old educational purposes. So, but yeah, also these syringes are just really fun to play with. So, and also it's just neat to look at them, and it is very cool. Well, as testosterone, I use this stuff called Rogaine, and it's minoxidil. Warning, do not use this if you have cats. This is extremely toxic to cats. But this stuff is used for both men and women for hair loss, and it helps stimulate hair follicles to grow hair. I've been using this for about 5 months now, on and off. If you're consistent with it, you'll get more results. I just had a lot of stuff going on in my life, so it was tricky for me to keep it up. But I have the women's one not because I'm a biological female, but because it was a better value for my money. For some reason, the pink text was nice to me. So, use this once a day, rub it on your face, kind of thing. And you can tell I have a bit of facial hair, so it works well for me. This is not from testosterone. I will emphasize, I used this. So I highly recommend using this if you're like wanting some gender euphoria beforehand, especially if you're waiting for a long time to get your testosterone. Very helpful. I've started noticing it, like, since I was actively applying it and looking at it, I was noticing it within the first month I was noticing little baby hairs. So, but this is, you have to make sure you apply it evenly, because I realized I was rubbing it in a lot back here. So I have a lot more on this side, so you gotta make sure you apply it evenly. I made that mistake, so I'm working hard on trying to reshift it and make it look better, but now that I'm on testosterone, it will help that along as well. So, but yeah, that's so far my results on testosterone. And this is my voice 2 weeks and 2 days on testosterone. So, excuse me. But yeah, I'm losing brain cells a little bit over here, so. Yeah, I did also notice some growth down under, if you know what I mean. So, not a lot. It's something that you can notice in the first couple weeks of testosterone, but for me, it was not by any means the biggest thing. Also, my spiciness levels have gone up, if that makes sense. YouTube, don't flag me, please. But yeah, so I hope this was helpful, and I will do another one next week when I am on my 3-week mark. And yeah, I'm really excited, and let me know if there's any information you want me to talk about being on testosterone or medically transitioning. I'm not an expert, but I have some lived experience, so if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Please like, share, feel free to subscribe if that's your thing. No pressure, just feel free to. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a great evening, or a great day, or whatever you are. Bye-bye!
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath.